Darlings, it is Auntie Cersei. I am back for more of this recap slash review slash snarky commentary on this season's Love is Blind Season 7. And on our screen, we have Hannah and her long suffering, even though it was what? Was it less than a month or something that they're together, or a little over a month? Fiance slash boyfriend slash punching bag dude, Nick. I can't believe the guy lasted this long. I really can't. I don't know what's in those contracts, but hot damn. If I was being treated the way he was being treated by her, I mean, the woman found every excuse and every opportunity to cut him down, basically by breathing air. Like, damn, girl. What were you thinking? Like, as soon as you saw him, you were like, okay, I can fix him or something? Girl, how about you fix you first? Do you own a mirror? Yeah. We should start a petition to buy a huge mirror for Hannah. Seriously. Girl, you need one. Before you start cutting somebody down. And look, some of her concerns are valid. I'm not saying every single thing is valid, but her delivery is just awful. I mean, her parents, how she had mentioned her mom, even as a joke, when she shared the story, that her mom had like padlocked the fridge, or was it the pantry, so she can get to it. Girl, no. From what we saw on the screen of her interactions with her parents, they seem to be very polite, mild-mannered people. Like, is Hannah adopted? I'm just saying. Her brother looks like her mom and her dad. And her younger brother looks like her mom and her dad. She doesn't look anything like her parents. I'm just saying. Is this kid adopted? No shade. But she's complete opposite to how her family acts. It's like, I don't know, girl, the devil's in you or something. Jeez, nuts. Anywho, so in the latest episode of Love is Blind, we see, and I was really happy to see, that they finally got to court. Hannah and Nick. These two. My lord. According to Hannah, she was not in a good place and she was saying hurtful things. You don't say. I mean, you seem to revel in cutting him down, so anyway. Look, this season, the couples are dropping like flies. Like, for real. But in this commentary slash narration or whatever have you, we'll just talk about Hannah and Nick. I was just like, she just kept at it. Like she had like a list going in her head on what to say to him, what to remind him of. The lack of maturity, the lack of engagement, possibly, the lack of initiative, his lack of awareness. And it was like, okay, so he lacked a lot of things. So why were you dragging him along? Hello? I don't understand with these people. Okay, what does that contract say? I need to see it. This is out of control. I mean, look. Hannah's constantly pointing out flaws in Nick since that like list of things that she wants him to follow from like that, what is it, that long list that Nick was saying that she listed for him, that she wants him to change. It's like, okay, girl, did he ask you to change you? Because I think, yeah. She does contend, though, that the breakup was very similar to what happened in real life. Like while it was getting filmed, she acknowledges that Nick did speak a bit more than what is shown, but it's a pretty good portrayal of it per Entertainment Tonight or Entertainment Weekly. Um, and while we see that Hannah really relies on her friends to finally put the nail in the coffin, right? I think for herself, she was done when he got on the duck in Mexico, in Cabo. Like, dude was being goofy, he was having fun, and she wanted to, she didn't want that for him. She wanted to be like, a little bit more demure, a little bit more, I guess, classy. But then it's like, girl, he was the same way. He was goofy and seemed to be fun loving in the pods. You wanted him to do a 180 practically. She contends that if they had stayed longer together, or rather, she thinks that the longer they were together, the more she realized, or they realized, how inherently different they were for each other. Like, she says that, quote, my friends didn't really like him that much. We were getting married very soon, and I had to make a decision. I just didn't see us working out long term. I don't think either of us wanted to be in that relationship. It wasn't just me. So I was like, we should just end this before we're putting on wedding dresses and things. And great, I'm happy for her. But did it have to take your friends to tell you I don't like him or we don't like him? Like, if your friends never like any of the people that you bring around them, you can be alone. But then again, you don't even need that, Hannah, because you on your own is more than enough. You actually don't need a man. You need to work on yourself, girl, because honestly, I mean, there might be a man who likes that, to be emasculated in the way that Hannah had done to Nick. Damn near every single time we see them on the screen together. Like, she had an issue with Nick talking to her pod best friend, Katie, or something like that. Like, okay, so Nick is always going to come off as flirty. You can see it as flirty, you can see it as just being goofy, or you can just see it as just him being, comfortable with you. But Hannah was in her element, feeling her feelings. And I think a lot of it is because she's projecting her insecurities onto Nick. Because he's the closest person to her on the show, obviously, because that's her fiance. So her inherent insecurities, whether she admits it or not, she's projecting it onto him. And it's very sad. I think they could have really grown together had she realized that she needed a fracking mirror. Like, girl, look in the damn mirror. First of all, who is going to be cooking with the damn pleather shirt on? Right next to that open flame stove? For real now. What is this? And then she claims to clean a lot, to like everything clean. She does, she vacuums and all that stuff. Great, you are domestic. But then you eat with your dog in your lap. Girl, you think we didn't realize that you had done that? No, that's gross. I'm sorry. That's just grossy. Anywho. And again, back to like, you want your friends to really be the last decision maker when you make a decision as big as this. Like, girl, no. I mean, I would have given her like props if she had just said, look, I just don't think it's working out. I think that, again, we're inherently different. I feel like at this stage in our lives, we need to grow some more separately and, whatever, wish each other the best. But no, Hannah was just like, she was going to stay true to Hannah. She was Micah, Shelby, Irina, all rolled into one. And I can't think of all the other villains. Oh, you know what? When she actually had her pet, her dog, her puppy, on her lap when she was eating. It reminded me of that scene with Jessica from Love Is Blind season 1 when she was letting her dog drink from her wine goblet. That's what it reminded me of. Yep, that. I mean, look, this woman is insufferable. And I can't believe she kept harping about, like, Nick talking to her pod bestie. Like, girl, you just met that girl around the same damn time that you met Nick. She couldn't be your bestie. Hello? But then the friends that, like, she claims doesn't like Nick are not her best friends. So where is your actual bestie? Honestly. Oh my goodness. Like, I'm so glad that, again, they didn't go through it. I hope that moving forward, she realizes and she seeks, in therapy, which she can improve on. And as well as him, he's still childlike. But I think that is also something that endears people to him because he has that childlike quality. But for Hannah, we don't see it. According to her, it's just really fun. I don't know. I didn't see it in any of the episodes that I saw. She claims that she's a really fun-loving Hannah, though. And I hope she, again, finds maturity. She does a lot of introspection. And I really hope that she works on her delivery and her expectations. Because, girl, if you're not bringing the table or anything else to the table that is going to be seen or deemed as accepting, warm, but I'm not saying, like, you shouldn't have an opinion. You should have an opinion, but not in the way that you would minimize a person down to, like, the roots. I mean, look, she also is at fault, and also him, because I guess in his mind he thought, I could turn this around. And in her mind, I can turn this around. So both of them were not good for each other. I mean, I don't know if Hannah would have done better with the other guy. What is his name now? Shoot. The one with Brittany. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. The guy with the Rolex, and he just kept harping about how rich he is. So, anywho, there's that. Done with that. I don't know if they're going to be at the reunion, but whatever. Although if I do see them at the reunion, I hope the people or the hosts actually do ask the pertinent questions. I mean, ask Hannah the question, why are you such a bee? I'm just saying. Anyway, darlings, that's all we have for that episode and their breakup and what have you. And I'll just see you all on the next one because there's another breakup. I know, spoiler alert. Durr. I didn't see that coming, actually. This one? Yes. But the other one, I was like, oh, hell. Anywho, I shall talk to you all later. Remember, you're all kinds of fabulous. Don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. You leave grace for others, even though it's hard. I know, because I do it too. I try to leave grace for others, honey, because... Anyway. And also, remember to always journey in gratitude, my darling dears. I shall see you all in the next go round. Talk to you later. Bye.